So the Michigan Clean Marina Program promotes environmentally sound marina and boating practices to reduce pollution, enhance fish and wildlife habitat, and protect Great Lakes water quality. Sorry about that. It is a cooperative effort of these organizations here that you see on your screen. The two lead organizations, though, are the Michigan Boating Industries Association, they're here with us today, and also the Michigan Sea Grant, which I represent. So we are the program coordinator for this program. It is a voluntary, non-regulatory certification program. Both public and private marinas, boatyards, harbors, and yacht clubs can participate. They've all committed to maintaining and improving Michigan's waterways. So far, we have over 85 marinas that have been awarded certification, and more than 50 have been recertified over the years. We're going to talk a bit more about that today. So today, what we're hoping to do is actually go over the certification process, particularly since it underwent a pretty significant change in 2019. We've streamlined some things, we made some things easier, and we've improved the online certification process, and we're going to walk you through that at the end of this presentation. We know you'll probably have questions, but we ask that you hold those to the end. You can submit them via chat during the presentation, but we're not going to be answering them until the end. But we'll have plenty of time to do so. In addition to people like Liz Schlaga and Danielle Fahim from the Michigan Boating Industries Association, we also have three technical experts on the call with us who will be able to answer some of your more technical questions. They are also the certification specialists. So that's Brian Kelly, Heidi Anderson, and Chris Babcock. So why become a Michigan Clean Marina? Well, a few of the more tangible benefits that you'll see directly are reduced operating and maintenance costs as you implement some of these best practices. You'll also receive some discounts on things like cleaning supplies and spill kits and management software. And then you might also qualify for discounts on insurance. But more than that, these practices are going to help ensure that our waterways are swimmable, fishable, and navigable. You'll help foster these vibrant waterfront communities, being a good steward in your own community, enhance marina aesthetics, and overall just reducing pollution and improving water quality in Michigan. We will provide you with, once you do become a certified marina, we will provide you with support along the way. And you'll also get some bling that will help you promote the fact that you have your marina is a clean marina participating in the program. So you'll get a welcome kit, you'll have rack cards that are both good for education, share with the public and internally. You'll receive some free publicity and a press kit to help you reach out to the media. So the main part of the certification process is actually broken down into 10 steps. And what we're going to do here today is walk you through those one by one and provide a little bit more detail. And then at the end, like I said, we'll walk you through the online process briefly and then have time for questions. So I'm going to pass that off to Liz Schlaga.
Okay, thanks, Elizabeth. So the first step is to sign the pledge and register. This can be done either online via our new AMS, or you can download the form from michigancleanmarina.org and fill it out and send it in to the mail with your $100 pledge fee via a check to Michigan Sea Grant. And also to note, this year until December 31st, 2020, MBIA is actually waiving the $100 pledge fee for any MBIA member that pledges. Step number 2, once you've pledged, you log in and fill out your marina profile / intake form. And this is just a form that tells us your marina name, what type of facility you are, your contact information, basic information like how many slips you have. It just helps the specialist and ourselves to get to know your marina prior to you certifying. Step number 3, attend a workshop, watch videos, and contact the program. Typically in a year other than 2020, we've done in-person workshops. These are great networking opportunities for you to ask questions, talk about the steps of the program, the certification process. Step number 4 is conduct a self-evaluation, which is you will use the certification checklist. Again, you can download it offline and fill it out as you're walking around your marina and print it out in hard copy, or you can fill it out online in our AMS system, and then it will be automatically submitted. So that takes me to step number 5, submit the initial checklist. In the checklist, you'll see different symbols like M's and R's. The M's are practices mandated by laws and regulations, and the R's are program recommended best management practices. The responses that you can answer are yes, no, or NA. The not applicable is offered for those questions that may not apply to your facility, and those will not be tallied in your certification score.
Hey, yeah, how you doing?
Step number 6, once you've submitted your checklist, you will coordinate a site visit with your certification specialist. Then you prepare, they'll bring you a binder where you can put all of your documents about your BMPs, photos, anything for the program in one place. And this highlights, and they'll highlight the mandatory and recommended best management practices in place at your facility. They'll go walk through your checklist with you, go over any questions you might have, like, well, I'm not sure if I do this or not. So it's a great time for them to review those. The certification specialists are there to provide expert advice and provide you with vetted educational content. They are the ones that perform the site visits, which are the key component to certification. When they perform these site visits, they are using standard certification forms and procedures. And again, to reinforce, they are not enforcers of federal or state regulations listed in the certification checklist. The specialist and you yourselves will work together to finalize the checklist and submit the scores to the operations team. So our certification specialists are Brian Kelly. He handles all the East Michigan facilities. Heidi Anderson handles all of the West Michigan facilities. And Chris Babcock handles all of the DNR state-run facilities. Again, just to, there's a kind of map of how it's broken down. Break to East and West is 75-27, and both Heidi or Brian can handle the Upper Peninsula. Step number 7. Once you've had your site visit with your specialist, they will make recommendations to, if you need any additional BMPs, this would be the time to incorporate those recommendations, document and train your staff on the mandatory and recommended best practices you have in place at your facility. And then once you've incorporated your best management practices or your recommendations and your checklist is complete, you will work with the certification specialist to submit that to one of the administrators, along with any supplemental notes or photos of just different examples. I know some people have sent pictures of their dog run or different signage. And once the final certification checklist is reviewed by the administrator, it goes in front of the operations committee, where they then make the recommendation for certification. Then it is passed by the foundation group where step number 9 is upon board approval, the marina will receive their Clean Marina certification. And step number 10, once you've been approved and received board approval, you can celebrate and promote the Clean Marina status. We will send you a congratulatory letter, an invoice, and once that is paid, we will schedule a celebratory visit by either someone from the Clean Marina program to bring your welcome kit and help you raise your Clean Marina flag. And this is a great opportunity.
I called in so I can see her.
This is a great opportunity for an outreach event to invite your boaters to get involved, have your staff members available, as well as even invite the media to your flag raising. So recertification, your first recertification is required after 3 years and then every 5 years. In the new AMS system, we will store your most recent certification for your reference during recertification. And the certification checklist is the same questions, whether you're a new certification or a recertification. Basically, we want to know what has changed at your marina or what additional best management practices have you put in place since you were originally certified. Technical assistance. Our certification specialists, ambassadors, program coordinators are ready and available anytime you have questions about the process or the program or a best management practice. We have educational opportunities available on the website with the Clean Marina Resource Guide. We have in-person or virtual workshops. We, as a program, put out a Clean Marina e-newsletter once a month. We also highlight and have a session at our annual conference, or at the MBIA annual conference, and we also have network meetings. And again, we will provide you a binder for all of your certification documents. Please note, the binder is not something that we require you to complete or create. It's just we highly recommend it because it is nice to have all of your documentation in one place. We have educational resources available on michigancleanmarina.org in the form of PDFs, and as well as Elizabeth stated that the RAT cards, you will get a few of each in your welcome packet. And we have why visit a clean marina, how to be a good boating steward, boat cleaning best practices, waste containment and disposal. We have a flyer on how a boater can create a pollution prevention kit. We also have different tip sheets on watercraft checkpoints, petroleum control, vessel sewage and marine sanitation devices, waste containment and disposal, infrastructure and dredging best practices, and a planning and financing best practices guide. So I'm going to pass it over to Danielle to do a quick walkthrough with you guys on the new AMS system.
Excellent. Thanks, Liz, for that information. So I'm going to take a second here and share my screen real quick. Okay. So hopefully you all can see this. This is on the certification website. This is a cleanmarina.org. If you've never visited our website, I would strongly encourage you to. There are so many resources on here. We have media kits. We have links to our logos. If you want to promote being a clean marina, there's resources to do that, as well as just general information about the workshops and events we have, and a lot of those tip sheets that Liz had did just referenced. Those are actually on our website as well. So definitely check it out if you have not. But I'm going to be showing you the new AMS system. So our website, we recently redid this year. It was a big undertaking. So thank you to all of our partners who helped us do that. So as you'll see here, This is on the certification page. You'll click Certify Now, and that will take you to the pledge, which is one of the steps, as you just heard, to become certified. Sorry, my internet's just a little bit slow, but it will load shortly. I think I have this. So this is what it will essentially take you to. When you click on the Certify Now, it'll take you to a pledge verification page, and then you'll see this pledge statement here, which you'll see the $100 pledge fee.
There's 20 people on this right now.
And so yes, then it'll take you to a checkout page, and this is what that page will look like. This is part of that new AMS that I'm referencing. So it has the pledge statement, which just acknowledges that you would like to be part of the Clean Marina program and the steps you're going to take. And there's the address to mail that $100 pledge fee to. So I just typed in some general information so we have a nice test marina so you guys can see what it all looks like, because we're very excited. So I'm going to submit this and check out down here at the very bottom of my screen. And once that, typo, there we go. Oh, see, website's working so well already. Great. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, so now you're going to receive, be taken to a next page, and it'll show you your pledge confirmation. And this is where you'll see the application process. So that's actually like our intake form that Liz referenced and you saw an image of, and I'll show you just in a moment here. And it'll go from there to the certification checklist. So this has just the instructions on to where to send the check and the invoice number for your accounts payables, departments, and different things like that. So you'll also receive an email too. So very handy. So we're going to go into the application process next for our intake form. So my test marine, here is the next page that you'll see. So you can either download a printable version of the certification questionnaire if you want to take some notes, walk around your marina, take a look at some of the different details, and just kind of have it with you. That's where you would do that, is right here. So this right here, click here to continue to the checklist process. We'll show you the new checklist and you'll be able to fill all of that out online. So that's where we're going next. Okay. So here you can see there's the instructions, the notes that Liz had already gone over in the presentation about the mandatory versus recommended. Those are here as well, just as a nice reminder and easy access. Again, the printable version of the questionnaire is available at this point as well. And you'll see at the bottom here an intake form with a small checkbox and the certification questionnaire. So you will have to fill out the intake form online. If you're going to continue, you'll have to do that first before you go to the certification questionnaire. We'll go through and do that intake form now. Okay, so here's where I'll enter in my facility name. You can select based on your location, just your best approximation of where you'll be at. And I'm currently in Southeast Michigan. My marine name, just marine 2020. And then you'll just go through, select the type of facility. This will just help our marina, our certification specialists just have a better understanding of what your marina's like before they actually get out on site. So the more information you provide, the better. It'll just help them be more prepared. So I am my operator. And there's some information. We'll just use U3. Marine. And we are in Michigan. So as you can see, it's not too long of a process to sit down and fill this out, which is really great. And hopefully you guys will really find it helpful. We also have a section here for you to add in your website. This is just so we can keep in touch with you guys so we can find your websites, your Facebooks, social medias, and we can connect more. So if you do have different social media sites or websites, take a look. Then I would highly suggest you enter them in there so we can stay connected with you guys. And there's some information about the boat storage. I have those. Okay. So I'm just going to continue filling this out for my super wonderful imaginary room. Okay. Plastic. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss any spots? I'm not sure if this is required, so. Okay. Thanks. Let's see. Okay. Oh. There we go. All right, let's see if that works. So as you can see, there's a lot of different categories. So definitely more information you guys provide, more we'll know. So it's great. Okay. Right. So now I have completed the intake form. So my status is still showing that I'm a pledge because I haven't mailed in my check just yet. But I'm able to continue to click through the website. So I did the intake form, which is a really great step number 1 done. And now I can access the certification checklist. There's also a email address right here for any questions you may have, if you have any concerns or you're not quite sure or you want some help navigating the website. That will go to myself, Liz, and Elizabeth as well. So feel free to reach out to us or just contact us directly. But that's just a great access point. If you do have questions on the website, we will definitely respond. So this is the downloadable PDF version of that checklist, just so you guys can see it here. You can click through and fill in information in the PDF and then print it out that way, or you can just print it out and fill it out manually. Just wanted to show you that as back. And here's the, sorry guys. Okay, and this will take me to the online version of the checklist. So we have the instructions here for access, that printable version as well, and then just some quick pointers. Oops, it really likes that PDF. Okay, so here's the certification questionnaire. You can see that there is a small check in that intake form box showing that we have completed that. So we'll go into the certification questionnaire. I won't click through this entire certification questionnaire, but I will do enough so you guys can see we do have a really nice progress bar here. So you can go through and you can see how much further you have to go and how much more you have to fill out. Each question has a required, there will be an asterisk next to it if the question is required, and if not, then there will not be one of those red asterisks. Also, some of the questions will have option for a drop down. So if you answer yes, I have above ground storage or I have fuel tanks, and another question may populate underneath of that. But if you select no, then it'll just move you on to the section applicable for you. So here, these, and at the bottom, I can also save and continue later. So that's really handy. So if you are wanting to review the online classroom that we have, that guide, you can save your progress and then come back, log back in, and be able to access it right from there. So yeah, that is our new checklist. We can take some questions here at the end. If you guys have any more questions or want to see any more of this, we'd be more than happy to do that as well. But for now, I will stop sharing my screen and open it up to some questions here.